Alright, today's the day. We got in the replacement fan for the twin cylinder Kohler. Like I might have mentioned in another video, I got it up in Keene, New Hampshire. It's about an hour from me. There's a gentleman with a Arctic Cat, used Arctic Cat shop, vintage stuff. And he had it off an Arctic Cat with the same engine, so I picked up his whole parts lot, including skis, which I was pretty stoked about. I forgot how much of this I have to pull off. It's not terrible, but I didn't have all the right sockets set up to make this go faster. So I just put the skis on and the leaf springs, which was going well until it didn't. I had to drill some new holes because the mounting holes, the two bolts that go from the steering shaft down to the top of the ski where the pivot knuckle is, that top plate, the Arctic Cat holes, are different than this wheel horse. Almost a little over exactly a hole off. So luckily I didn't have to drill. I would just call it a 3/4 of an inch difference. It was an 11 millimeter. So I did get the skis on. I started to take a video of it and quickly realized that there was just way too much putting together to take back apart to figure out why things were not fitting the way I wanted them to. So I put them on, and we're not going to do a video of that. I am going to make carbides. They're not going to be actual legitimate carbides. I'm just going to do round bar. I'm not even going to do anything hardened. This isn't going to see a mileage anyways to probably ever wear them out. So, but it'll help with steering and something to slide across rocks instead of the bottom of these skis. I really don't want them to look like the skis I just took off from it. Those are pretty ugly. Which when I'm done with this, I'll just give you a quick show of the bottoms of the old skis, but they were no bueno. It's a miracle I could turn this thing with a 22-inch wide track with skis that were that bad, but I did it. So the last day that I had this out was over at the Bear Brook State Park, and this took first place, which was really neat. First place for 70s original. Now, it's not all original because I've kind of cleaned it up and kept it running, but it's not modified in performance, and it doesn't have a different engine in it. So that's close enough for them. I didn't get too picky about it. But it's pretty neat. The Scorpion cleans up really nice, but yeah, this thing took first. Between the skis, the fan should make a pretty big difference on this thing's sliding down the trail and not having to work that hard and be able to cool off. The only thing I can see from here that I will need is a better belt. This one I don't think is helping my cause because it's not wide enough anymore to drop down into the secondary, which just makes the motor rev much higher than it should be for a slow speed. Which, if I had the fins on the fan, it probably wouldn't be a problem, but having run the electric fan that I made, it couldn't quite keep up. So here we are. I think I'm obviously still going to leave it hooked up. Might not have to run it, but I can charge my phone and stuff with it. And it's a work light. Still have not hooked up the gas tank, which I'd really like to do. Don't mind that. Spinning a little bit of that walnut or whatever sandblast around in there. Alright, this one, I do not have one that big. Alright, I had to use a brass punch last time. When you have these keyed shafts, sometimes you gotta spin them around, tapping from different sides to get it to unhook. Alright, well, that is how much of my fins were there. So I'll just show you as a reference, new one. So, big difference. Amazing that old one moved any air at all. I've had a bunch of friends mention that I should do that. There's a sand pour, I guess, that you can do. Wow. I didn't feel that magnetic pull on the old one. That's interesting. Yep, that was torque to spec. Alright, now we got, put this back on it. I'm not going to bother sandblasting and painting anything at this point. I've been We got some really warm weather lately. Yesterday and today, that's taken quite a hit on some of the snowbanks. So I want to see this thing run. Once I know it's 100%, I'd be happy to take it apart after that. I picked up another new snowmobile, new to me, but it was a package deal with a SnowPro, like enclosed clamshell trailer. I think it's a SnowPro. Sled Dock, maybe it's Arctic Cat, maybe it's it says Yacht Club. So I picked that up with a Arctic Cat. Wow, that's impressive. The fins take up all that room. That is going to move some serious air. I'm really excited for this. Hopefully I didn't lose any compression when I pulled over on the side of the road and it was kind of hot, but it fired right back up. So yeah, I bought an 07 Arctic Cat SnowPro F8, reasonably priced. But these are for that. I didn't, unfortunately, against my better judgment, I didn't take it out of the trailer and test ride it. It was a very small yard at a house, and it was parked up near the garage door, making it an inconvenience to just say, oh, let's pull it out and try it. So I didn't. And I had mentioned pulling it out, and the guy was like, well, I don't really want to get it stuck in the yard. I'm like, yeah, looking at my sneakers, I don't think I want to get it stuck either. So, all right, we'll just, it's fine. We'll just leave it. I'll just buy the two together. I heard it run. He nudged the throttle. I saw the clutching gauge, and I was like, all right, yeah, it's fine. Well, upon getting it home, I went to go pull it around in the driveway and grabbed the front bumper, and off came the front bumper, the whole front of literally like everything. So I'm like, well, that explains why he wouldn't have wanted it to get stuck, because that would have been a bear to try and get the front end pulled out when all you can grab is the back drag bar. So I'm looking at the rear track while it's sitting in the trailer, and I'm like, well, why is the left side of the track worn completely bald, like down to the actual sideways ribbing underneath the lug rows? He's like, oh, it's I don't know, all my Arctic Cats have worn like that. All right. He goes, well, if you're concerned about being able to ride on that track, he goes, I'd run it. Now, I was young once too. I should have also picked up on that. But yeah, I would have ridden on nothing. I would have ridden on absolutely nothing just to be able to ride. So, same thing again. I just kind of shrugged it off. I was kind of in a mood. Felt like buying it anyways. So I didn't really bother. There wasn't really any room to nickel and dime because I knew there was someone right behind me that was coming to get it for the price. And with the amount of snow we had, it was going to move. So it would either be someone else's problem, but it could have been my problem. So why not make it my problem? So anyways, I get it out of the trailer. I put 50 miles, a little over 50 miles on it. It runs really good. The problem with it is, I noticed when I got it here in the shop that it's sagging to one side. So I come in here. Actually, first off, when I put on the 50 miles, the front end whipped left and right all over the place. So I knew it needed skags. We confirmed that. And upon getting it home and my new skag showed up, I went in to grab the ski to like pull it over the side, and I lifted up on the front of it. Now that it's in here on the concrete, not in the 3 inches of snow, I noticed the ski flex very easily. I'm like, great, that is that is not good. This ski is literally worn off. And that also is on the same side as the bald track. And then it dawned on me, yup, we've had some crappy winters the past few years, and a lot of people rode a lot of road to get to trails to be able to ride. And that's exactly what whoever had this did. And now I'm in it for skis, probably a track, skags. I got to do the front bumper. Just more projects that I didn't want to get into. However, maybe you'll all enjoy watching me suffer from my own mistakes, and maybe you'll learn from it. Don't just buy something, be that pain in the ass, because you may just say, I don't need any more projects right now, and you might save some headache. Now, I don't really mind headaches. I am a headache, and I don't know. I got a newer sled, so this one's almost done. I think we're gonna pull the camera back. I'll show you my new skis. I currently have this on a mop. Oh no, I swear to God. Okay, good. Just pulled up a menu. I was gonna say, if this just stopped my video, I'm gonna flip my lid. Goodness gracious, look out. Alrighty. So the engine is back together with the new fan. You all witnessed it. That was about 18 minutes. This is the belt I'm not that thrilled with, but it'll make it move, but you can see the heat mark from where it started to get real hot. Don't look at my clutch. I'll have to get a different one. Alright. Wow! Look at those skis! How's that? My buddy got me some Lexan, and I'm going to bend that into the windshield next. So, I'm going to set this down. Oh, jeez. That was weird. That looks much better. I like it. Oh yeah, this is gonna go. There's barely any daylight, but I think there will be enough to finish this video with a ride on it Except I put my new, to me, trailer in the way, and everything else is in my way. Oof, I hit my welder. These are the skis, really fast. Junk. These things were bait. That one is the better of the two, but I think that one is also horribly bent. Should just be able to roll this pick backwards. Awesome. Alright, we're probably gonna go right out this door. See if it held fuel. What the? This is gonna be pretty bad without Skaggs. pretty bummed I lost the grill. One, actually that's I think that's a different piece. No, it's the same one it broke before. Turns out, don't put super glue where you already had super glue, because it just eats it and then it falls out. The skis work really well. Really happy with that. I will be making the Skags. It definitely needs that. That track really pushes right through it. The fan made a big difference. I'm curious. I don't believe that it is, but I'm curious if my electric fan is possibly slowing down the air coming out, but I really don't think it is. It would just be spinning. It can still come out underneath. I was not running it while I was just driving it. So that will be another thing, is see how it does with it on or with it off or with it taken off. So that is that. I made it so I could take it off and then just have the regular shroud blowing out. And when I was riding it, it's pretty noisy as far as high RPMs. Everyone says that it is a loud engine. I also have an exhaust leak. But I'm going to look. I have slots in the motor mounts. I'm going to see if I can slide the motor forward anymore. Because if I can, that would also drive this belt down inside there. That is very hot. So, it is warm out. These do not like riding in warm temps. So, yeah, pretty happy with the modifications I just did. And I think I'm going to put it away for a little bit. I've got to get some other projects done. So, for now, that will be the last video for until we get cooler weather, or I can maybe make the Skags next. So, that is it. Thanks, everybody, for few of you out there keeping tabs on what I'm doing. That's cool. You know, big goal is someday I'd like to have a much bigger following on here, and I know that I could if I had more time or found someone that I could sit down with and make the videos up. So this is about all I can do with my busy schedule. For those that know me, a lot of them follow me. They know I don't make a whole lot of time to do a whole lot. So if I could get all of this stuff recorded, that'd be a whole lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? See, I don't have anybody to like hold up a teleprompter. Jeez. Like we didn't get enough of that in the last 4 years. Product? It's not product. Produce? Nope, it's not produce. Wow, it's literally right there. I'm not going to end this video until I can think of a word that works. Holy smokes, this is rough. Wow, it's been a long day. And I'm just getting over sick. My brain hasn't been functioning well. Wow, we're just going to stick with produce. What is not produce? What the hell is the word that I'm looking for? Content. Good enough. Have a lot more content. Jeez. Produce. Alright. So that's it for now for my 1972 Wheel Horse. Oh, actually, fun fact. So, Wheel Horse bought Snowflight in 1969. And they finished making the Snowflight machines that still said Snowflight. In 1970, they made their first, it looked like the Snowflight, but they added this louver to the hood. And so this is in 1970. It was their first year producing their own machine, Wheel Horse. Used literally the whole design minus a few changes, but otherwise it's the same. Their sales were so bad in 1970 that they didn't make any sleds in 1971. That would make this the wide track twin cylinder 72. And in 72, they closed the doors. So this is a 72. So this would technically be a 1-year sled, because to my knowledge, there is no twin cylinder Snowflight. 71, they didn't make twin cylinders. 70, they didn't make twin cylinders. So this is a 1-year sled. They didn't make any for the year 71. Yeah, so they only made Wheel Horse sleds for 2 years. And they took a break for the middle one. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's it. That's all I got. Useless information. And I don't know. That's it. Fact check me. I don't care. Oh yeah, one more thing. Check that out. Oh! I always wanted to say I owned a cat. Just kidding. I had a cat backhoe. Now I have Case, John Deere, and Volvo. But now I have a cat that lives in my shop. This thing's pretty slick. They sell Advanced Auto for like $130. They sell a Sam's Club for $80, and my wife was there the other day. These are all lift out, the whole drawer or individuals. This would lift up and slide out. This is a rolling knee pad. Now it's a seat. So she got this on sale at Sam's Club for $38, brand new in the box. So I might ask her to go get me a couple more, or I'll run down and grab some. Thing's pretty sweet. Goes together wicked easy, and it's rugged. I think it says it holds like 350 pounds. But all right, catch you guys later.